Hello everyone and welcome. In this video we want to look at the following problem. So we are given the function f defined by f of x equals sine to the power of 6 of x over 4 plus cosine to the power of 6 of x over 4 for all real numbers x. Now we are going to determine the derivative of f of order 2008 evaluated at 0. Okay, let's get started. Now I'm going to start with a very simple identity. So we're going to pick a point on the unit circle because when dealing with the sine and cosine function, we are always on the unit circle. So I'm going to pick a point with coordinates a and b on the unit circle, so we know that the coordinates are going to satisfy a squared plus b squared equals 1. Now if you raise both sides of this identity to the third power, we get 1 equals a squared plus b squared to the third power. Now let's expand the right hand side of this identity. What do we get? Well, we're going to get a to the 6th power plus 3a to the 4th power times b squared plus 3 times a squared times b to the 4th power plus b to the 6th power. Okay, now let's look at the two middle terms. We can combine those two by factoring 3a squared times b squared. And after factoring, we get the following. So we get that 1 is equal to a to the 6 plus 3a squared b squared times a squared plus b squared plus b to the 6th power. Now remember that the point with coordinates a, b is on the unit circle. Therefore, a squared plus b squared is equal to 1. Okay, so we can simply replace that with 1. Now we can solve for a to the 6th power plus b to the 6th power, and we get that a to the 6th power plus b to the 6th power is equal to 1 minus 3 a squared times b squared, or equivalently this is equal to 1 minus 3 times ab squared. Now we're going to use this in order to simplify our function f. Okay, so let me recall that the function is given by f of x equals sine to the 6th power of x over 4 plus cosine to the 6th power of x over 4. Now, we can rewrite this using the previous identity as f of x equals 1 minus 3 times sine of x over 4 times cosine of x over 4, all of that squared. Now we use the double angle identity for sine, and we get that this is equal to 1 minus 3 times 1/2 of sine of x over 2. Notice it's not x over 4 but x over 2, and then squared. Now we're going to square everything. Squaring 1/2 we get 1/4, and squaring sine we get sine squared. So we get 1 minus 3/4 of sine squared of x over 2. Now we use the half angle identity for sine, and we get that this is equal to 1 minus 3/4 of 1 minus cosine of x over 2. And then we simply simplify. So everything here is just simple algebra. Okay, so we're going to get that, and combining 1 and 3/8 we get 5/8. So the answer is 5/8 plus 3/8 of cosine of x. So that's the expression for f of x. Now we can rewrite this in terms of the exponential function, because the cosine of x is simply the real part of e to the ix. Okay. Now, let's pick a positive real number a positive integer n. So we want to compute the nth derivative of f at x. Notice that 5 over 8 is a constant and n is positive, so the nth derivative of 5 over 8 is going to be 0. And the nth derivative of e to the ix, well, it's going to be I to the n times e to the ix. Okay, so we have that, which gives us the real part of I to the n times e to the ix. And after simplifying that, we simply rewrite I as e to the I pi over 2. So we can combine the two exponents to get the following. Okay, now the real part of that complex number is simply the cosine with the same argument. So f, the nth derivative of f at x is equal to 3/8 of cosine of x plus n pi over 2. Now let's see what n is equal to 2008 and x is equal to 0. Okay, so when n is equal to 2008 and x is equal to 0, we simply get 3/8 of cosine of 2008 pi over 2. Now 2008 divided by 2 is 1004. Okay, and because 1004 is an even number, the cosine of 1004 pi is 1. So that's the final answer. And I think this is a good place to stop.